This is the MP-40. Hey everyone, welcome to Blowback Industries. My name is Martin, and that is an intro video. Now today, I introduce to you one of the coolest gel blasters I have ever held in my hands. And it doesn't matter if you're into World War II weaponry or not. Let me introduce to you the MP-40. It would help if I had connected properly. Let me introduce to you the MP-40. Before we get going, a huge shout out to iHobby, who not only sponsored the video, but they also sent us through this epic blaster for us to have a look at. So more on iHobby shortly, but for now, let's get to the unboxing. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MP-40, and what a beast it looks. I haven't even taken it out of the box, and it feels like heavy. Now this is like full metal, mostly full metal. As we can see, we got a mag, we have the beast. I think that could be a speed loader. I've heard they're not that great. We got a sling, the charger, and the battery. Now this battery is a bit weird. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a 8.4 volt, which is not the standard. And I think it might even have a different charge. I'm not quite sure. We'll check it out soon. But the great thing is that it is compatible with 7.4 and 11.1 volt batteries. So we'll put them in. We'll give it a little test. All right, let's have a little look-see. I am so excited to put this in my hands. Oh my! Oh, here we go. Oh! Holy guacamole! Can't even fit it in the camera. This feels awesome. Wow. Now this isn't real wood. It is fake wood. Okay, so let's unfold this stock. So here is the MP-40. This has like some weight to it. Like I've had blasters before and they're just light and flimsy, but this is kind of similar to my AK. This magazine is plastic. So yeah, I was hoping it would be metal. That would be kind of cool, but no, it's plastic. 50 round mag, so yeah. You're gonna have to be buying a couple of these. Let's see how it looks on my... Nice! Now the only problem that we have here is this. Let's change this because this kind of makes me a little bit depressed. Black tip. There we go. Wow, that looks so sexy. Let me give you a little cleaning rod here to put down the barrel. That is a first. I've never seen a cleaning rod included with a gel blaster. So yeah, that's cool. We have the sling. It's all right. I've never seen a bottle in this shape. The bottles that I normally have look like this. We have the battery. Now this is an 8.4 volt battery. Now if I get my B3 balance charger, you'll see that it doesn't fit. So the B3 balance charger is not for this battery. This is a, I don't know if they're trying to make it a new standard, but it does come with a charger, so you know, you're gonna be able to recharge it. But yeah, with your standard 7.4 and 11.1 volt batteries, you're not gonna be able to use this. But not a big deal, because you can always put your own batteries in it, and it is compatible with other batteries, so that's a plus. Now I've been told that the gels you need to use with this blaster are ones that you use for your gas blowbacks. Now iHobby sent me this bag of gels. You generally use them for gas blowbacks, but in this case, because of the magazine system and it's a similar loading mechanism to what you'd find in a gas blowback, and that is probably the reason that you need to have some harder gels. Plus the gearbox in this, I don't know how powerful it is. I saw that it's around 300 feet per second, but you want a little bit harder gels when they're passing through something like this. So I think it's time for us to get the battery in. So there's a little dial down here that you kind of just pull out. So you pull it down and then you pull, the battery just goes into the battery compartment. Single shot and full auto. So this actually feels a little bit similar to it sounds similar to the real rate of fire on the real MP-40. Not that I've shot one, but the 11.1 always, although it does shoot faster, it kind of ruins the realism of it. And that's not how fast it really shoots in real life. So that sounds freaking awesome. This guy looks like a shotgun. That's awesome. All right, let's put the put it back together and then see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the 8.4 volt, and do a semi and full auto. Fortunately, there is no blowback, which is, oh, I want blowback. As the name of the channel, I'm so into blowback. If it had blowback, that would be so sweet. The bolt catch doesn't do anything. It's just for looks. Yeah, so that's a bit sad, but oh well. So to change the fire modes, we have single shot, which is up, and then auto, which is down, and then single, up. Just like that. Now the way to take the magazine out in this is to press this button. It's very inconspicuous. It kind of just blends in. You don't really notice it that much. It's but yeah, it feels good. Oh, out of ammo. Press the button, new mag in. You can cock it just for fun. Right, now this is an extendable stock. There is a button right here that you press, and then that releases it, and you can fold it out. So this is the blaster in its entirety, but when you fold it up, you turn it into a little bit of close quarter action, and it folds up really nicely. So you can just hold it there as the main gripping point and shoot. All right, so let's go over the details of this. We have metal receiver, we got metal barrel, plastic trim on the sides, so it's you know, wood look-alike, plastic hand grip as well. But everything else other than the magazine is metal, including the gearbox. So that's awesome. We got metal sights. This is what it's going to look like if you're looking down this bad boy. Oh yeah. And metal cocking handle. It's like a nice little hybrid between metal and plastic. I would like for them to put wood on this, but it would make it even more expensive than it already is. But for the price, this is a beautiful piece that you can put up on your wall. And not only just put up on your wall like a lot of World War II weapons, this thing is actually usable in a game because you get 50 rounds. Yeah, it's not as many as, you know, you're typically used to. For example, if you got an M4, it's got like 200 rounds. The Thompson has about 100 to 150. Yeah, this only has 50. So that is the downside. But because it's plastic, it is affordable to buy more, and it's not going to be a big deal. You can just carry like 5 of them on you. It will just make you choose to select your shots a little bit more carefully instead of just spraying and praying, which, in my opinion, is good. It's a good thing. Makes you a better player. All right. So does this have a hop up? Now in the manual, it does say it has a hop up, but on the iHobby website, it reassures you that it doesn't. So here you can see the hop up system that it's apparently meant to have installed, but it doesn't have it installed. So if you want to get a hop up, you're gonna have to get that separately, but it's not a big deal. Now this MP-40 is a 1-to-1 scale with the real thing. It has a 250mm barrel, and when you fold it folds out to 850mm, which is pretty epic. But like I said, you can fold this up and down depending on the play style. If you want to do CQB, or if you want to take it outdoors, you can do both, which is awesome. Now the safety for this thing is in a weird spot. It's not like, you know, on the side or in the normal place that you would think. I don't know if this is like on the real MP-40, but on this one, it's just on the handle with a little switch. Very hidden and discreet. When it's turned that way, it's off. When you turn it on, it's on. So yeah, if you want to turn it on, make sure you put the switch on. Now, AEGs typically don't need a whole lot of maintenance, but that said, you should still maintain them. So after a game, there is a couple of things that you should do. The first thing is take out the magazine. Because what happens is the gels will stay in there and they'll look great, but over time they'll shrink and shrink and shrink, and then they're going to turn into these little tiny white beads that you originally had, and they're going to get stuck. They're going to get stuck in the spring, they're going to get stuck in the barrel, they're going to get stuck everywhere. So Always make sure after a game, clean all your magazines out and make sure there are no gels left anywhere. So they can't cause any damage to your blaster in the long term. So the second thing you should do is get a damp cloth and just wipe over the outside of the blaster. Make sure there isn't any dirt left on there, gels, anything. Just clean it off and make sure it's nice. So clean in here, clean outside. Just make sure that there isn't anything that's going to cause any rust or damage to the metal or the plastic. So after you've cleaned the outside, the next step you want to do is clean the barrel. Now, when you're cleaning the barrel, make sure you use silicone oil. Now you have a couple of options. The main one that I've used is Abbey Silicone Oil 35, which has worked great in all my gas blowbacks. But iHobby actually included this silicone spray, which makes it even easier to apply it. And because these guys have included a cleaning rod in the kit, you don't even need to buy one. So that's great. Attach a little bit of material on the end, a bit of old shirt. If you have guns, and you can attach these little white squares, put a bit of oil on it, stick it down the barrel, and that's going to make sure that it doesn't rust or cause any damage in the long term. Very good. So if you guys want to pick this up or anything like it, then head on over to iHobby. Now, I have been shopping there long before they even knew who Blowback Industries was, so I probably got maybe 60% of my blasters from these guys. And from previous experience, they generally have some of the lowest prices on the internet. If you spend over $100, which is easy to do with gel blasters, let's be honest, then you get 10% off everything you buy, which is awesome. Their shipping is super quick. It's all dispatched from Gold Coast, and if you spend over $90, then you get free express shipping anywhere you want. And if you place an order before 2 p.m, then you get same-day dispatch. So guys, do yourself a favor, save some money, get your blaster way quicker than some of the other competitors. Head on over to iHobby, the link is in the description, and you can have a good time. Alrighty guys, so we are at NukeTown. I've just had a couple of games with the MP-40, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. The accuracy is pretty good at, you know, close distances, but you know, once it gets above like 15 meters, then yeah, good luck. The magazine, I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I like it. Now, one thing to note is that yes, it does say 50 rounds, which technically it does hold 50 rounds, but you can only actually load 25 of them into this SMG at once. And then once you do it, you need to unload it, pull this spring back, lock it, and then shake it. And then the gels come out that are housed in the back here. And once they're out, you put your finger over the top, release the spring, and then you're good to go. This is okay if you want to reload without, you know, getting your speed loader out, and you can just go, pull out your mag, boom, shake, 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 it's reloaded. But in my instance, when I only have one magazine, I'm just like, you know, I shoot, and then I have to pull it out, shake it, put it in, shake. I feel like I'm doing the maracas the entire time. I don't know how I feel about this reloading system. And you know, all these people just see me, I'm just like, oh. They're like, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, just reloading my magazine. They're like, that's a weird way to do it. But once it's in, it's good to go. You don't even need to prime it because it just goes straight into the barrel or the T-piece, and then it fires straight away. So I've been playing around with single and full auto. Full auto, just it's gone. It's gone in a second. Single shot is much better. But one thing I've found is that the trigger pull is it takes a long time to shoot. Like, yeah, we'll try and get nice and close here. Pull, 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 pull. Oh yeah, it's like there's a lot of pulling and not a lot of shooting. Yeah. So if you want to do quick shots, this is not a quick blaster, that's for sure. Now this is great if you're a collector, it's great if you want to put this up on the wall. You can use it in game, so I'm not saying you can't at all. You just need to have a couple of magazines. Now the last time I checked, the magazine cost $50, which is pretty steep for a plastic magazine. You'd think that it would be at least metal for that price. I guess in this case, you're paying for the nostalgia, or you're paying for the historical value of it, and you're paying for the look. And the fact that it shoots stuff is actually pretty cool, so, you know, that's a plus. Now, iHobby recommends that this uses hardened gels, the same ones that you use in a gas blowback. So that's what I've used here today, and I haven't had any issues at all. I've been shooting my AK a little bit, and I've been putting just milkies in there, and half of them are coming out shredded. So I'm having a feeling with these metal gearboxes, they, yeah, you need to get hardened gels in them, otherwise they explode coming out the end into gel mist, which is not that great. Now, disclaimer here, this was my first time using a GoPro at a game, so unfortunately I didn't screw it on tight enough, and a lot of the footage came out looking like this. But I did manage to get 2 kills with the camera facing the right way, so check this out. There's got to be a quicker way to do this, because this is just, like, I guess it's fine when, oh shit, they are pushing up. Hit, oh yeah, first 2 hits, ah, hit. That was a face shot, baby. Now let's see how this SMG goes with an accuracy test. First, we're gonna try single fire. All right, so this is 5 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aiming for the center of the seat. All right, 10 meters. So 2 hits, 1 miss. 15. Yeah, that was pretty accurate. That was like 2 pretty much within the center. 20. All misses at 20. Now we're gonna try full auto, baby. 5 meters. Ooh, yep, you can see where that hit. 10 meters. Okay. 15 meters. Hit. 20 meters. 20 meters. Yeah. Yeah, so from there to the bus is going to be your effective distance with this bad boy. Now we've seen how far it shoots, now it's time to see how hard it hits. As you can see, on single shot it hits easily over 300 straight out of the box, which is awesome. And although it said it had reduced performance on full auto, it actually hit harder in full auto, getting up to like 380 FPS, which is probably the most powerful blaster that I own. Straight out of the box. Sweet. Once again, huge thank you to iHobby for sponsoring the video. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for trusting me in making a video review on one of your products. I hope I have done it justice. And to my viewers, I hope you have been entertained and educated at the same time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!